Hello anyone and welcome back to Warriors 3 Hopes, where I know I said I was going to go back and do Dimitri's route on houses first, but I need to do some more of this to keep up my posting schedule. What a shame, how terrible that is. I actually really enjoy playing this. It's utter nonsense, but it's kind of amazing. Speaking of Dimitri's route, I've been informed that Chapter 9 has some heavy spoilers for it, so I definitely need to stop soon and go back to houses. But I just want to do a little bit more. We'll see how this goes. Oh.
Azure Gleam. Skirmish in the Fog.
How are we going to do fog maps on Warriors?
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus grants refuge to the Central Church as they flee Garrigmach Monastery, in turn provoking the Adrestian Empire to declare war on Fargus. While Dimitri and his advisors strategize how to repel the Empire's assault, they are met with devastating news. Lonato of Castle Gaspar has raised an army against him.
Poor Ash. This happens at every timeline, I guess.
As I'm sure you have all heard by now, House Rowe in the south has declared its fealty to the Empire. What's more, Lord Lonato of Castle Gaspar has set out with the express intention of tracking down and murdering the Archbishop.
I had hoped we could reconcile the matter by using neighboring lords as intermediaries, but it seems Lord Lonato couldn't look past our willingness to shelter the church and has taken the matter into his own hands.
I can't believe this.
Ash, I won't stop you if you wish to return to Castle Gaspar, even now.
I appreciate the offer, truly. But I am a knight of the royal family. My place is here.
So, what are House Rowe and Lord Lonato's soldiers up to? Or the Imperial Army, for that matter?
There's been no movement from House Rowe as of yet. He likely lacks the nerve. Lord Lonato, on the other hand, has set off from Castle Gaspar and launched an attack on Geraint land. Meanwhile, a vanguard from the Imperial Army has breached Kingdom territory. It seems they're aiming to rendezvous with Lonato and join the assault.
Wait, but if they're just a vanguard, doesn't that mean a larger force is going to come after them? We'll never stand a chance if they manage to meet up and form one massive army.
House Galatea is sending reinforcements to fend them off, but our enemy deployed alarmingly fast. I only hope the House Geraint soldiers can repel Lord Lonato and his men long enough.
Again, I love that we're just inventing random houses to throw them against in the meantime while the main characters are busy.
In any case, we can't just sit here on our hands. They need help, and fast. Let's ride.
You're right, and I'll be coming with you.
The risk is too great, Your Majesty. You should stay here in the capital.
We've already been over this to do. My leadership is needed on the front lines. We'll march west from Karen territory to intercept and crush Lonato and the Empire's forces. From there, we'll mount an attack on Aryan Road. The Rowe army will be cut off from the Imperial reinforcements and fall by our hand. Finally, we'll seize control of Aryan Road and the entire Western Front along with it.
I'm asked a distant relative of the royal family, Duke Ivan, to keep watch over the capital in case of an emergency.
Oh, that can't end badly at all after what happened last time.
Gustav will be staying behind as well. So as long as nothing too extreme happens, we shouldn't have anything to worry about.
5 minutes later, something too extreme happens.
Sounds like a plan. Most of the big fights are gonna be around Aryan Road, if I had to guess.
No matter what, we need to hurry. We'll be done for if we don't drive them off soon.
Agreed. And my apologies. We always seem to deploy with such haste lately.
It's nothing. It's not like it's your fault or anything. Sure, you're the king and we're your subjects now, but we're your friends before that. We'll do whatever you need of us.
I suppose you're right. Thank you.
If only they'd bothered to establish Shell as someone we actually like.
Oh, and one more thing before we go. I received word from the church the other day. Seteth and his sister Flame will be joining us from here on out, leading a company comprised of Knights of Seros.
Okay.
Seteth, huh? I'm not the kind of girl to turn down a helping hand, but I can't help but wonder why.
I haven't had the chance to discuss it with him yet. Perhaps you can ask him yourself if the opportunity arises.
Well, we're gonna find out. I hope. Okay, so we're doing another one of those. Here's all of the little things you can do first. Again. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. Satith! Plane! I don't know what that means, but okay. I guess I'm about to find out. But before I do that, I'm gonna go around the rest of the camp, I think. Hey, Sylvain.
Hello there. Let's see.
Now that Lord Lonato has pledged his allegiance to the Empire, it's pretty likely they'll try to help him. They can't get a reputation for abandoning those who support them.
Hear you there.
After all, that would be a huge deterrent for anyone who's planning to betray the kingdom and go over to the Empire. So I bet their Emperor will make an effort to rescue Gaspard's army.
Not good.
Kinda makes me feel like, I don't know, like the war has truly begun. Okay, I'm not gonna give him a gift, but I could. Who's over here? Oh, it's Narwhal, isn't it?
Incidentally,
this will be your first time in Magdrid. I hear a dense fog blankets the land there. I wonder if you'll be able to manage. Yes, so do I.
Huh?
What do you mean? Don't try to hide it. We both know you can be... Okay, that's rude. I feel called out. Directionally challenged sometimes.
how tiresome.
Just spare me the grief of having to watch you accidentally wander into enemy encampments. I am making no promises, Narwhal. But thanks for your concern? Question mark? Record consisting largely of the world outside Fodlan. Almyra. Albania. Huh. Morphis. Dagda. Okay, how exactly are people claiming it's a tropical rainforest but also a giant frozen plateau? Something has gone wrong there. Weird. And I guess they're trying to do some world building, but is it working? Who knows? I fought alongside my commanding officer for a long time, but this will be my first time going to Castle Gaspard. Apparently, the Lord of Castle Gaspard is real beloved by his people. I heard that everyone volunteered to enlist the moment they heard that Lord Lonato himself was going to fight. His soldiers' morale must be sky high too. That kind of fervour does nothing for me. Yeah, it is vaguely terrifying. Oh, my beloved. I can't figure out why Lonato would start such a reckless fight. He might hold a grudge against the church because of my stepbrother, but to go so far as recruiting people from the city into his forces... Interesting that he's referring to Kristoff as his stepbrother this time. I swear he just called him his brother in the main game. Let's ask for more details, I guess. By stepbrother, you mean Lonato's son, right? What's all this about a grudge against the church?
The truth of it is...
The church found my stepbrother to be involved in the tragedy of Dusker and executed him.
Huh?
Wait, the church are the ones who killed him? I get it if the kingdom carried out the execution, but the church doing it doesn't make any sense to me. Fargus was in turmoil because of King Lambert's assassination, so the church stepped in and judged the perpetrators on its behalf. But the church gave no further explanation on its decisions, not to Lonato nor anybody else in the kingdom. Sounds like there's more to the story, but anyway, at least I understand the situation with Lord Lonato now. Yeah, I'm glad one of us does. Maybe I should give you a gift if I have one. You can have a rose.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome. You're sweet. I love you. You're having a bad day. Do we have a support conversation? I guess we must.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing?
Hey, Ash. Not much, just perusing this tactics book. Have you read it before?
I sure have. It was popular in Leicester a few years back, if I remember right. I picked it up myself back at the monastery. But it was so dense, it took me ages to finish.
It's a pretty tough one, I'll give you that. But there's some great stuff in here too, if you can get past the writing.
Hold on. You were born in a remote mountain village in Ordelia territory, right?
Were we? I guess that's news to me.
Yeah. What's your point?
I guess I'm just impressed you can handle such an obtuse book, given your upbringing. I mean, nobles and the children of rich families are taught to read by default, but most commoners never get the opportunity. Honestly, I've been wondering who taught you ever since our time at the academy. I hope I didn't offend you. I'm just curious.
It's fine. I learned from my mom. Adoptive mom, that is. Looking back on it now, it is kind of weird that someone as smart as her was off living in the middle of nowhere like that.
Slithery. I call Slithery. Or some other weird kind of fugitive.
I'm sure she must have had a reason for being there.
Hard to say. She never liked talking about her past, so I don't know much beyond what I saw for myself.
At the very least, it's obvious she was well educated. That's clear just from looking at you. Not only can you read and write, but you know arithmetic and how to navigate with a map, too.
God, I wish that were me. I mean, to be fair, I can do all that stuff, but maps, not so well.
In that sense, you're not so different from the average noble or knight raised in the lap of luxury.
Sure, why not?
You really think? Yeesh, you're gonna make a gal blush. I only have my mom to thank for raising me so well, though.
Yeah, she must have been an incredible woman. You know, I didn't know how to read myself until I met Lonato.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I never really saw the other mercs in my company with a book in their hands. Except for the captain, of course. Makes me wonder where my mom learned all that. But it's not like I can ask her now. She's gone.
Oh.
Weird place for that to end. But okay. Okay, so that's the equivalent to tea, and also I love the respectfully, of course, that they tacked on there. Strange. Fun thing I've learned about this game, there are no S supports, which is interesting. Because that's a very Fire Emblem thing.
Come on over.
Anna!
Welcome.
Welcome to my shop. Or what's gonna be my shop if I ever open the darn thing. Anyway, hiya, I'm Anna, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Don't pass this by.
If I find anything good out there, I'll add it to my stock, so keep checking back.
That reminds me.
Recently, several of the church's scholars headed to Galatea territory, I believe at the invitation of the Count. Galatea is evidently an impoverished place, devoid of anything but wild wastes. I guess they're working on some kind of reclamation project.
Gotcha.
In any event, I'm glad that both us and them are going to be helping the people of the kingdom.
How can I be of service?
Arian Road is the seat of House Rose power. It is renowned as one of the most impenetrable fortresses in all of Fodlan. If we are able to defeat Lord Lonato and Magdred, and then carry that momentum west to fell Arian Road, we should be able to gain the advantage even in the face of the Imperial Army's superior forces.
Heya.
I came here with Setith, but I gotta head back to Camulus soon. I'm just here so I can tell Lady Rhea about how things are going on the front. I'll probably end up coming back from time to time on business for her. A lot of the church people left in Camulus are elderly, so it's up to me to step up and do my best. Oh. Okay, you literally are disappearing right now. Good to know.
Greetings, friend.
Gatekeeper!
Nothing to report.
Keep up the good work, Commander. Nothing to report today. Do you remember me? I used to guard the gate back at Garreg Mark.
That reminds me.
Sure, I remember you, but why are you here?
Actually...
I came here to protect the members of the church. Oh, and also because you kingdom folks saved me back in ALL. I have family back in Adrestia, so if I'm being totally honest, I've got mixed feelings about all this.
Got it.
But it's a gatekeeper's duty to protect his charges. I swear to you, I'll lay down my life to defend these gates. Wow, gatekeeper law. This is wild. Catherine!
Hey, you.
Ah, it's you. I appreciate the assist back in ALL. The name's Catherine, or Thunder Catherine if you will. I'm one of the Knights of Seros. Good to be fighting by your side. Let's introduce ourselves. Name's Shell. I'm serving as commander in the kingdom's private army for the time being.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you. Folks say you know your way around a sword. Lady Rhea gave us direct instructions to come help the kingdom army.
I'll handle it.
The church is grateful the kingdom took them in, despite the danger. We'll make sure we repay you the best way we know how. On the battlefield. Woohoo! I guess that's a good thing. Hey, Rodrigue.
Is there a problem? Indeed.
I know Lord Lonato. He served Rufus for a time, you see. And I heard that Castle Gaspard was granted to him on the recommendation of the Grand Duke. Huh.
Let me ponder this.
However, the two of them clashed quite frequently, so maybe it was simply a way to rid himself of a bothersome man. The last time I saw Lord Lonato was Lambert's funeral, I believe. I can scarcely believe that this is how we'll meet again. It pains my heart. Yeah, seems to be doing that to a lot of people, but again, I feel worst for Ash here.
Greetings.
As we turn our forces to the south, the Margrave keeps his eyes on the north.
The story goes...
He actually has another son in addition to Sylvain. No, wait, I shouldn't speak about matters pertaining to other houses. Continue.
Huh?
Now you've got me curious. Sylvain has a brother?
Well,
Yes, an older brother named Miklan. I saw him myself when I was very young. I never heard particularly good things about him, but then a few years ago his family disowned him entirely. Rumours have spread that he stooped to thievery and plunders his way through different villages. Now then, we've had intelligence that the enemy will employ a company of skilled mercenaries in the coming battle.
Right.
We'll be well served to prepare for all manners of ferocity. I wonder if that's Geralt's ones, or if the reason she brought up Miklan is that he'll be leading them.
Actually...
You familiar with the Magdred Way? It's a highway that connects the Western Forest and Garreg Mach. Castle Gaspard sits on that road. Lenato's the castellan there. Sometimes a dense fog blankets the road, but it ought to be okay this time of year. Probably. Yeah, rip me. As if I can navigate even when it's not foggy. Ah, Happy! I forgot we have you now. Weird outfit, but okay. I guess I'm with you people now. Oh well, Bede's dying out there somewhere.
Honestly, I don't know.
Still, to think that I've ended up in the kingdom after all. It'd be a real hassle to explain all that stuff, though. Sure hope I don't run into her. Do you mean Edelgard?
Huh?
Her? It's a long story. Too long. Don't worry about it. Huh. Unless it's the woman who kidnapped her, because I think she was kingdom? Anyway.
Did you hear?
Have you heard the rumour of the Red Morn of Aether? I don't know how much of this is true, but one of the Grand Duke of Aether's surviving retainers plotted to assassinate the king out of vengeance. Yet on the morning the dark deed was to take place, the retainer's headless corpse was found laid out in front of Castle Aether. That escalated! Sends a chill down your spine, doesn't it? It makes me wonder if the same fate would befall any of us if we were to oppose the king. Huh. I don't know how much I trust that. Oh, there's an infirmary here. We know now, I guess. Petra, how are you doing?
Listen, I must be telling you.
As long as I am having a way to survive, I choose that. Always. But I am feeling relief not to be fighting the Empire again soon. I can be giving my full strength now. The Empire's army's kind of going to be there too.
Let's see.
It's true we're going to fight Lenato, who's part of the kingdom, but unfortunately I think the Imperial army is going to come lend their support. Is that so? I will be having to steel my heart. Right now I am only focusing on the fight in front of me. I cannot be affording to worry who I am facing. Yeah, that's fair.
Hello.
His Majesty's got so much to do, but he still comes to train with us every day. Me and the other folks in my unit always tried to take him on, but we're nowhere near a match for him. That said, I do think our teamwork's improved because of it. I'm sure we'll best any opponents who are on our level.
We're all counting on you.
If there's one thing I know, it's that trusting in your allies' strength and working together is key in anything you do. Okay. It's very friendly of us all.
Please, listen.
Never in a million years did I imagine I'd be fighting as a commander for Fargus. Even now when I see their knight's flag fluttering in the air, this indescribable feeling washes over me.
I see.
You don't need to keep an eye on me. I may detest Fargus, but I'm not actively hostile to them now. Okay. Good to know, I guess.
Hello there. To tell the truth...
As I understand it, the Southern Church is one of the churches in Adrestia that's part of the Seros faith. They apparently had a doctrinal dispute with the Central Church a long time ago. The old Southern Church and the modern one must be entirely different, right? How are they different?
Huh?
What do you mean? Aren't they the same organization with the same doctrine?
Let me think.
Well, the present Southern Church is actually under the Empire's command. And their bishop abides by the Emperor's dictates as well. The bishop's name escaped me, but if I recall, he's the father of one of the students who was in the Black Eagles. Yeah, the continuing choice of Bernie's father. I wonder if the people in the Empire weren't surprised by all the changes regarding the church. I imagine I'd be a little confused myself if something taken as a given was so suddenly rejected. I think Castle Gaspard's in Bro territory, which is fairly close to Dominic lands.
The thing is...
I've actually met Count Bro myself. Well, I guess we only spoke a tiny bit. He was always going off on his attendance. Honestly, he didn't make a very good impression on me. If we're fighting Lord Lonato and the Empire's army, then it makes sense we'd have to face Count Ro next, right?
Aww.
I don't imagine they'd just open their gates if we lay siege to the castle with a large army. No, definitely not. Well, we're gonna find out, I guess. A few more people to find first, though. Hello, Flane.
Excuse me.
And they still haven't given her a new design, good lord.
Good day.
I shall be joining the Kingdom Army in this fight as well. Of course, I did not just up and come here. I secured Lady Rare's permission first. Sure.
Come on.
Huh, that must mean you can fight at least a little, yeah? Glad to have you.
Goodness.
Goodness, a little? I will have you know that despite my appearance, I am quite accustomed to the battlefield.
Might you?
And on that note, Seteth and I look forward to fighting alongside you. Thank you, Flane.
A moment. My thanks.
The Archbishop is both moved and deeply grateful that the kingdom has accepted us. In her view, it would be lamentable if we met your noble deeds with our own failure to cooperate.
That is all.
Bearing that in mind, we dispatched a portion of the Knight of Seros to rush to your aid. Is that the only reason you're fighting?
Are you sure?
That's the only reason you're here. It's got nothing to do with the fact that we're fighting Lonato.
Oh.
Of course, as a member of the Church, I should like to settle our relationship with him once and for all. The Knights of Seros are the finest in the land. They are every bit as equal to the King's army. I have no doubt we'll be of great service to you. Yeah, I don't really doubt it either, to be honest.
Yes, you. That reminds me.
Back when I was about 14 or 15, the boar and I went out west to help quell the rebellion. That's when I witnessed the beast inside him. I know exactly what I saw.
Well?
Tell me, do you think you can imagine the look on his face when he slew the enemy commander? Nah.
Let's see.
We're talking about Dimitri, right? I have no idea. He's so detached when he strikes down enemies now. Then I'll tell you. He smiled. He stood over the enemy commander's miserable corpse and smiled, drunk on his own bloodlust. I know now that the commander was deeply involved in the Dusker incident. It's not wrong to want revenge, but when I look at him now, it makes my stomach turn. Yeah, it's certainly a thing.
A moment. Hello there. Well then.
I suspect you know, but Lord Lonato is Ash's adopted father. So long as Ash is resolved to fight, we shouldn't interfere.
Please.
However, Lonato will likely be a difficult opponent for our friend. Please bear that in mind. Oh, I am, believe me. Right, I think I've spoken to everyone now. I guess I probably ought to go speak with Dimitri.
How are you?
Moving forward, I expect our army will continue to advance as we establish more bases such as this one. Whenever a large number of people live together for a stretch of time, various problems are bound to occur.
I wonder...
You may be inconvenienced as well. Please inform me right away if anything comes up. Okay.
Right on.
Got it, thanks. I'll let you know straight away.
I implore you.
Please do. As this army's leader, my aim is to respond as best I can to any potential concerns. The Kingdom's army is a coalition of soldiers from our various lords. We are a congregation of births and ideologies.
Troubling indeed.
Though I hope everyone will understand and compromise with their peers, I suspect that will not always be the case.
Speaking of which...
I had some new facilities established in preparation for the coming battle. I am most certain they will be of great use to you. I bid you to take a look while we have the time.
Speaking of which...
May we support? Yes, we may.
Hey, did you hear? We rounded up the last stragglers from House Climate.
Yeah, and brought destruction raining down on one of their villages in the process. Of course, it was partially their fault for mustering an army, but I can't believe His Majesty would allow such meaningless slaughter.
Something on your mind? If you object to their idle gossip, it would behoove you to speak up.
No, it's just... I don't really know what Dimitri was thinking either. It's almost like he's built a wall around himself, ever since the day he killed his uncle.
My apologies, but could I ask you to join Gustav in keeping an eye on things here for the next few days?
Sure. You going somewhere? Kinda surprised Dedu and Rodrigue aren't joining you.
The two of them recently departed for Dusker. They have their own duties to attend to.
Then why don't I join you? I've got more free time these days than I know what to do with.
Offering to work during your well-deserved time off is not as praiseworthy as you believe it to be.
You're one to talk.
I suppose you have a point. Very well. I'll take you up on your offer. The journey will not be a pleasant one, but your assistance will surely prove valuable.
I was wondering where we were going. This is the village that was wiped out during our recent battle. Hold on. You're not planning to bury the dead by yourself, are you? That's not really a job for a king.
Feels very on brand for Dimitri, though.
Perhaps not. Yet a resting place is all I am capable of offering them now. Were it possible, I would not have let this village lose a single brave soul. I never intended to see them incinerated by the all-consuming flames of this war. But as the one who authorized our battle strategy, I alone am culpable for their deaths.
It's not like you made the decision lightly, though. You discussed it for hours with Rodrigue and the others.
Even so, no means can possibly excuse these ends. No amount of justification will bring back the lives that were lost here.
I kind of want to agree.
True. And no matter how hard you fight for a better outcome, there's no guarantee you'll actually achieve it.
No. I cannot shut my eyes to the cruelty my actions have wrought.
Okay, that sounds like it would have been generic, whatever answer you picked.
Yet, if I do not claim this battle, and its aftermath, to be just and proper, my soldiers will lose faith in me. How long must this horrible cycle continue?
Don't be like that, Dimitri. I'm sure people will understand if you just tell them the whole story.
There's no need for that. This burden is mine to bear, and mine alone.
Cheerful! Again, the supports are certainly a thing in this. Right, new facilities. Let's go see what they are. Wild, because I already felt kind of overwhelmed by the amount of facilities we already had, but... You can reflect on your previous battles here. The past has much to teach us. Come here whenever you wish to ponder your previous actions. Okay, so you can
Which battles
just
do you wish to reflect on?
replay
I'll continue
things.
gathering records of your battles.
Great, thank you, I guess. Hand over your weapons and I'll forge them good. Oh, the quality music again.
Hey there. Need something? See you around.
Good to know. We collect any unneeded resources.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Okay. Great.
Everything has its use.
And what else have we got? Hey, battalions! That one I'll take. I can recommend battalions to you.
Well, well. Hello, you.
Finally.
Truly. We have
I love
some
that
truly capable people.
when you hire
Come back
someone.
soon, all right?
Okay. I guess I'll use up my points and come back. This place is confusing now, I don't know. Okay, it is insisting on telling me I have a new support conversation. I have a couple, actually. Sure.
Hey, Dedu, what are you doing here? You need something?
No, but I must ask, what are you doing here?
Just, you know, making sure all the equipment's in good shape. With how rough yesterday's battle was, I figured it couldn't hurt to round up all the weapons that got broken and try my hand at fixing them.
I see.
Sorry? Should I not have taken them out at night or something? You're giving me this look like you don't trust me.
You have His Majesty's trust. I will not lay a hand on you.
But
I would like to better understand who you are.
I mean, I'm glad someone's doing this. Sure, I agree.
Makes sense to me. I'm still just a newcomer, and my background's unclear at best.
My apologies.
Nah, it's fine. I'd be suspicious of me too if I were you.
It's honestly kind of a disaster how open the game is about, wow, Shell is super suspicious.
Besides, I don't exactly want to go losing my employer either. So feel free to keep as many eyes out as you think necessary. Dimitri clearly needs all the help he can get. I mean, he made me a commanding officer without so much as a second thought to my past or my intentions.
Yep.
Yet that conviction makes people follow him, and I agree with his decision. Having you close by is convenient.
What, so you can keep a better eye on me? It doesn't really matter. As long as he's paying me, I'll do whatever I've got to do to win for him.
Again, it goes between, like, Shell is a super good friend of Dimitri's and really trusts him, and then, as long as he's paying me, I'll be here. What is their character arc meant to be?
Oh, and if I do anything suspicious, you're more than welcome to cut me down right then and there.
Do it, did you?
A very mercenary response.
Well, yeah, that's what I am. I might have risen the ranks, and I might have my own unit now, but I'm still a merc at heart. As long as I get the results, everything else, like trust and respect, will follow.
I'm so confused by you.
At least, that's what my old Captain Burling taught me. So I guess I don't have much choice but to just keep at it till I earn your trust.
I see. Now, these weapon repairs will take time. Allow me to aid you.
You sure you don't mean keep an eye on me? Glad to have your help, though, Dedu.
Well, that was something. Wait, I could have sworn I had another one. What? Oh, it's because I have Shell selected. Okay. Yeah, Felix and Sylvain. I love these idiots. Together, anyway. Separately, they're wild.
Sticking your nose into some soldier's fight. You have a lot of growing up to do if you're still throwing yourself in the middle of random brawls like that. Keep this up, and House Fraldarius' reputation will be rolling in the mud with you. Not to mention how it reflects poorly on His Majesty, considering he's the one who made you a duke.
Wow, Sylvain is being shockingly responsible right now.
I know all that.
Do you? Because you don't look like a man who's achieved some fantastic new enlightenment.
This is rich coming from you. I liked it better when you used to take the heat.
Are you kidding? You were always the one being scolded when we were kids.
Only because you were a half-wit who kept dragging me into your ludicrous schemes.
Was that how it was? Whatever you say. But tell me, what's got you swinging your fists around this time?
Nothing specific. I just couldn't back down after getting involved.
You really need to start being more careful. Look, you've even got a bruise going. Who knows what would happen to Fargus if we lost you?
I won't say you'd be fine without me, but you do know I could fall in battle any day now, right?
Bite your tongue, Felix. Just think for 2 seconds. What would happen to Fargus? And to His Majesty if you died? He's got too much on his plate already. Yet he insists on doing everything himself. War with the Empire, battles outside Fodlan, governing the kingdom, reforming the entire social structure of pretty much everything. If he didn't have you at his side, he'd fall flat on his face.
And I would be useless if I tried to do it.
You speak as though you have no stake in this whatsoever. We're in the same situation. One of these days, you'll inherit the title of Margrave Gautier. Are you ready for that?
I know. Trust me, I am very well aware. Which is why I always act with the utmost integrity.
You're the complete opposite of integrity. Though I suppose you have been attempting to shake some of your old habits recently.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to pat me on the back every once in a while.
You're like a baby that just learned to walk. A pat on the back would only knock you over. You can try to make up for your past actions all you want. But that kind of thing isn't easily swept aside. The sooner you realize that, the better.
That tongue of yours is sharp as ever, I see. Never change, Felix.
I guess I was a touch reckless this time. As much as I hate to admit it, so I'll give you that much.
Oh, they're kind of amazing. Anyway, that seems to be it for now, so, strategy!
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Good heckin' question. Right, there's a lot going on. Okay. Is that one the extra quest? It's hard to tell if it's that one or that one, but... Anyway, we can't do it now, so... We're going to southwestern Karen territory, I guess. Yay! Oh no, it's time limited. That's not good.
Hey, why not?
Kind of want to try out Happy. Seems like fun. Are you telling me this because I've done a bad, or is this just general stuff? Alrighty.
Is it too late to just stay home?
It's kind of a mood.
Glory to the banner of the knights!
Yeah, victory shall be ours, I get it.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Randomly gonna send you down there, because why not?
Victory shall be ours!
Yeah, we can win this!
I don't even remember... Oh, okay. Okay, I have 10 minutes to do this. That's a thing. Woohoo! Oh, we're getting somewhere. I can't work out if I'm the one creating those things or if it's... Great.
Begin the operation. Our
Retreat!
Now then, what next?
Already sent you to what's next, Ingrid. Keep up.
Worth a shot.
It's weird, I like the minimap slightly more zoomed out, but it's also really hard to tell which square I'm going for.
You shall
apparently I'm near a vase.
You hear?
Thank you. And I'm not doing quite so well on numbers, but if I can take down some of the bigger bosses, then hopefully I'll be able to take out more. Woohoo!
Holding this position will make our lives easier, right?
I hope so. I really love being flyers. They're so much fun.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Yeah, that's your problem, buddy.
Now then, what next?
This next.
Let's do this!
I remember having some of these missions on Clam, though I think they were more side questy than these are. From memory, and I seem to remember failing them a couple of times, so hopefully I won't do too badly.
How can I face my comrades after this?
What's next?
Shell. Just keep attacking people, I guess.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Maybe go down there, and then once we've taken care of these guys, we can just go into all-out attacks. We're more than halfway at least, and we've still got more than half our time. So it could be doing worse. This is actually a pretty good little arena for gathering people to kill.
This is where you run. Yeah, you like that?
It's so satisfying to do the big attacks. I know I keep cheering for them, but it's really good fun. Wow, and I just straight up killed all of those. Great. Ooh, lots of enemy reinforcements. Great. I am running out of weapon thingy for Happy, though. I finally figured out how that works with the thingies.
This doesn't look good. Please, I need help.
I would, but... Right, Happy, you just keep attacking things down there. I'll be you again.
Orders are clear. I'll handle this. You're mine!
So they just never use their A gauges unless I tell them to.
You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, only 73 to go.
My turn?
You don't have a thing to use, neither do you, and neither do you. Shell has a lot of enemies around to kill those, so...
You shall pay for this, you hear?
Yeah, whatever.
We did it!
Only 11 more to go.
Retreat!
That should do it.
We can get these last 3, come on. Woohoo! We did the thing!
Let's enjoy this.
Yeah. That one was pretty fun. Where's it kicking me to now?
Curse that doddering old fool. Striking out on his own was idiotic to the utmost degree. Had he only been more patient, we could have all joined with the Imperial Army's main corps and mobilized as one cohesive unit.
Wild, for all the talk about Count Rowe we've had, they just made him a generic man.
It seems the kingdom's offer of shelter to the Central Church incensed him to act. You know how deeply Lord Lonato's hatred for the Church and their kind has festered. Ever since the day they brought a blade down on his son's neck.
But what of his adopted son? Wasn't he made a knight of the royal family? For a time he served the Grand Duke of Etha as well. I can't possibly fathom what the man is thinking.
Really? The matter seems rather open and shut to me. He possesses a burning hatred for both the Church and the Archbishop at its head.
Yeah, I'm kind of on Gwendel's side here.
Just as they deserve the ultimate punishment in Lonato's mind, so too does the king, who has chosen to take them in.
If only he'd slowed down for a moment to consider how his ridiculous actions would affect me. I carried out my betrayal of the kingdom with the promise of imperial protection of our territory firmly in sight. That will, of course, all be for naught if this ends with our lands razed to the ground and my head skewered on the lance of the enraged king of Fargus.
Yeah, probably.
I imagine he will be quite angry. Yes. We should prepare ourselves for what's to come.
If Lord Lonato and his men fall, Aryan Road is sure to be met with a siege, in which case we hand it back to the kingdom. A peace offering, if you will. But if Lonato emerges victorious, we defect to the Empire as planned. Both sides covet the fortress. Whichever way the winds of war blow, we only need match them to stay afloat.
How's that gonna work out for you, my dude?
Are you sure, Your Excellency? Normally you'd balk at such cagey behavior.
Don't play dumb with me, Gwendol. You've said it yourself. There will be no shame in surrender as long as you fight tooth and nail to the end.
Also, surrender really does not feel like Gwendel's thing, but sure.
Hey!
Sure. Great. I may as well do another battle before going back to take care of some stuff. Wow, we can't have the kitchen be captured. Do we care about the thief? Yeah, I guess it's made it a side quest.
Here goes.
Okay, Happy. You're on other archer duty.
Yeah, I got it.
Now, Seta, let's go catch a thief.
Strategy.
Good enough?
I don't know if we'll get there quickly enough, because we are the slowest person in the world, but...
Allow me to fight alongside you.
Sure. Oh, not if it's an escort mission. Those are the worst.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
No, you can't. You have angered the Dimitri, and that's a dangerous place to be. Well, that did that. Right.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back. We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Come on, A-Gauge. I still don't totally understand how it works, but I want it, please. Ooh, there's the big stabby. Okay. Let's just get into a nice position, and...
I refuse to hold back.
Chaos.
You won't stop.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get to the kitchen.
Keep your distance next time.
Happy feels weirdly flat in this game. It's strange. Sure, take my cabbage. Is this just another battle? Wow, it really is, good lord. I guess I'm gonna do some side stuff and get back to you, because dear lord, this will take up my entire episode if I'm not careful. Okay, I'm all caught up on side questing stuff, and Ash wants to go on an expedition, so I guess we'll find out what these are like. We're off on an adventure!
Sorry for the wait. I'm excited to find out where we're going.
To the plains, I guess.
Yes, I can't wait.
I'm glad he's enthusiastic. Oh, look at the little loading screen thing! Oh, that's adorable! What the heck? Why does my audio seem weird? It's probably alright. You arrived in a vast expanse of green, natural splendor, stretching out as far as the eye can see. You tie up your horse to graze by the meadow.
It's so nice and quiet here. The weather's amazing too.
We're taking a break, I guess. Oh, okay, this is cute.
Everyone has to figure out their own sense of justice for themselves.
Say you don't like thinking as an entire mood. Sure, I guess? Is blue good?
I wonder what life would have been like if you never showed up at the academy.
I can pretty much tell you. There's an entire game about it. I don't know, you're not sure?
I agree.
Oh. That didn't seem to go very well, but he agreed.
I'm glad you asked me out here. Work has sort of ground to a halt recently.
Let's invite him again.
That's great.
I love him. What a baby. A
Thanks.
fairly engaging
I'm
conversation.
Glad we got to spend some time together.
Me too. Good for you, my son. Especially since things are about to go quite badly. Right. Let's see what facilities we can do. I guess you can have some of these. I don't really know what that does for me, but maybe it'll stop yelling at me now.
Everything has its use.
Yeah, it is stopping yelling at me now. Great. See as I try and learn how this game works.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
And what supports do we have? Just Shallan and Grid by the look of it.
Huh. So House Yvonne is actually just a branch of House Blathid?
Yes. Though really, if you trace any noble bloodline back far enough, you will find most of them are related in one way or another. For example, Duke Ivan possesses the crest of Karen, while her grandfather possessed the minor crest of Fraldarius. Yet another of her ancestors bore the crest of Blathid, which is passed down through the royal bloodline.
So you just gotta have a crest to inherit the family title, huh? Doesn't matter which one it is?
In general, yes. The nobility used to be more particular about their requirements, but that is in the past now. Since the houses all keep intermingling, none of them really have a pure bloodline anymore. Meaning they don't get to be picky about which crests they get. Though in truth, the main reason why crests are so valued is because they allow their bearers to wield the hero's relics, passed down through generations. In other words, one who possesses a crest compatible with the family's relic is much more likely to inherit the family title.
Huh. Speaking of, you're the heir to House Galatea, but your crest comes from another family, right?
Yes, but my house is a little different from the others. We originally split off from House Daphne in Leicester, you see. And at times in our history, crest bearers have been passed over entirely for the inheritance.
Ugh, can't you just pick a rule and stick to it? Why do you nobles always have to make stuff so complicated?
I mean, yeah, this isn't making much sense to me, not gonna lie. Isn't Ingrid's whole thing that she has a crest and therefore she has to inherit? And I guess the rules might have been, or the situation might have been different previously, but huh?
Complicated or not, this is important knowledge if you are going to keep serving His Majesty. If you stay ignorant, the soldiers you command will lose respect for you, and His Majesty's reputation will be irreparably damaged.
Let's apologize. We'll try and make Shell as nice as they can be.
Sorry, you're right. I shouldn't be complaining after I asked you to teach me. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, right. You're the legitimate heir and you have a crest, which means you're gonna inherit the family title someday. But what about all that talk of becoming a knight? Can you even do that if you're leading your house?
No. I have dreamt of obtaining knighthood and defending the king ever since I was a little girl. But I'm afraid it's not meant to be.
And none of your siblings have crests, do they? Isn't there anyone who can take the title for you?
My eldest brother says he is willing to do so if necessary. After all, the decision comes down to what the family and the heir want. Usually, leadership passes to a child with a crest. There have been exceptions, as I mentioned before. Even so, it is the duty of every kingdom noble to take up their relic in defense of their people. Not to mention, my father is not the only one who wants to see me in charge of the house. The citizens of Galatea are hoping for the same.
Huh. I'm not sure I really get all the politics behind it, since I wasn't born in the kingdom. But wouldn't you still be able to protect the king, even if you ended up a count?
I am not sure I follow.
Sorry, I can explain some other time. There's a story about a mercenary I'd love to tell you.
Well, that was random. But anyway, going on to the main thing. That's not the button I meant, good grief. Do I trust my audio? Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If it's terrible, then I apologize,
Which
but...
battlefield are you headed to?
This one. Very curious and somewhat afraid of fog maps in this.
After the last 2 years with Dimitri, I thought we'd seen every battlefield there is to see in Fargus. But Magdred Way, huh? This one's new.
A little foggy, don't you think? I might even hazard to call it a lot foggy. You've never fought in conditions like these, so you do well to keep what wits you have about you. If you're not careful in this fog, you could find yourself walking straight off a cliff. Horrible way to go, if you ask me.
And they've not done a great job of making it look foggy as we're discussing this, not gonna lie.
Come on, you're not my mom. I can handle myself.
Wow, look who woke up on the confidence side of the bed. If that's how you feel, maybe you don't even need my help anymore.
Let's press the issue.
You know what? Yeah. Why don't you sit this one out? I've got a thing or two I can show you.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. And, just in case you forgot, if you die, I go with you. Our fates are intertwined, so don't do anything too reckless, you understand? Now come on, let's go.
Ooh, Dorothea's here, okay. I do want to persuade Dorothea. Visibility in fog sounds good. Yeah, we'll go visibility in fog. And I think I'll go assign healers. Huh. Okay. Was that a hint? Right, let's see how the heck this is gonna go.
There's no telling where our enemies might be lurking in this fog. Be at the ready for potential ambushes.
In any case, we lack the luxury of waiting for it to clear. Lonato must be found and put to the sword as soon as possible. We will begin by advancing our front line. All forces, prepare to march.
Okay.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
I will give it my all. Let us move out.
We will proceed as planned. We move, now.
I'll do what I can. We march. On me!
Shall we? We must press onward.
We will proceed as planned. We move, now.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Okay, I think that's everyone.
No backing down. Not even against the king himself. We fight for Lord Lonato.
I can barely see my hand in front of my face. Hey, didn't we bring torches?
Yeah.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
I can see way better now. This will make moving around a lot easier too.
I can see mildly better, I guess.
We shall attack together.
Fabulous. One thing down.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Shall we? I must succeed.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
It's not personal.
Bring it down quickly.
Now's our chance. Attack!
It's not over.
This isn't a battle. It's a bloodbath. We were set out here like lambs to the slaughter.
See, this is almost too easy. Press our advantage.
I don't trust. This feels concerning.
Everyone, fall back. We need to regroup.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
I'll do what I can.
Interesting that we can't get to these next sections
It's worth
yet.
a shot.
Shall we?
I don't really know what to do about that, but okay.
All is proceeding apace, but don't let up. And keep an eye out for emblems.
Oh, what?
Time to get to work.
What? Huh? I was not expecting that. I'll grant you.
Our orders are...
Mercenaries must be reinforcements from the Empire.
What?
Everyone, gird yourselves.
Hey, I work extremely hard to make sure that Byleth never goes with the Empire. Do you mind?
More capable than I expected.
Here it comes!
They're holding back. So much for gauging their strength.
Oh, hey, Micklon. Are you here to be helpful?
Looks like I'm late. Guess I'll get working on my orders.
Hurt.
Is that Micklon from House
I mean, his
Gautier?
ally coloured.
What is he doing here?
So, my brother's joining us. Looks like His Majesty really pulled out all the stops.
I'll stop the enemy dead in their tracks. You ought to use your brains and figure out how we win this thing.
Someone must be giving these mercenaries their orders. We are going to find them. Micklon can handle things on his own here.
Might be time.
Duly noted. I guess I'll let Ingrid do that. Okay. How do I get to these strongholds is my next question. They all seem to be blocked off.
For this.
Oh,
I
they've
didn't
opened the
expect they'd
gates.
have reinforcements, but it doesn't change much.
Okie dokie.
Begin the operation. All troops, march!
I'll do what I can.
I'll do my best. Let's move.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Shall we? I must succeed.
I will give it my all.
I'm just sending people everywhere so that we can look for him.
We will proceed as planned. We move, now.
Here goes. Let's get a move on.
That ought to do it. Right, who do I want to be at the moment? And I guess I can keep being
You know
Shell.
what we have to do. Now all that's left is to do it.
Are you seriously going to sit back and let
Yes.
someone else handle the Ashen Demon for you?
Yes, I was dying. Quite badly. Oh, really? Wait, whose side are you on? What?
I may be new to Gerald's band, but my only hope is that I don't get you all killed. That funeral would truly be a grave affair.
Alois! Have you hacking stabbed me in the back?
It was only a matter of time till they found us. Let's give them a nice
Who found
warm
him?
welcome.
There's so much going on right now. Okay, so Happy found Alois.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
Dimitri found Gerald.
We will proceed as planned. We
Yeah,
must
I trust
strive
you
to
with that.
perform to the best of our ability.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
Shall we?
Begin the operation.
Minecraft villager noises.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
I ideally want playable people going to attack them, but
Shall we?
it is what it is.
I must succeed.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I guess that I'm going that way. Ingrid,
Begin the operation.
you can come back to helping me
Our
with
orders
this.
are clear.
I'll do my best.
Then I'm gonna be Ash for a minute so I can go
Let's
and get
move.
this chest.
I'm a little nervous. Leave this to me.
Gosh, there's so much going on right
They're
now.
tough. These are no ordinary mercs.
Yep, I've noticed. Thank you.
Let us crush their defenses.
We shall attack together.
New accessory, fabulous.
Bring it down quickly.
Shell, are you in trouble again? Oh, Miklan's in trouble.
Witness my true power.
Oh, Miklan!
That's all I've got here, Majesty. You hear me? We're out of here.
This should help.
Oh, Byleth is way too powerful. We're abandoning ship.
I'll do my best.
I don't care about fighting Byleth right now.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Okay.
Got this. Take a breather. Don't let me die here.
Nope, we're out. Oh, we would be if I could remember where I'm going. And I'm out of vulneraries. Great. I might have my first death in battle coming up, but we'll see. For now, we run.
Come then, let us fight with honor.
Hecking Eloise. It's very rude of you. Hey, Jerry.
Here it comes. Out of the way. You're done.
Let us take this stronghold.
Oh yes, I have playable flame, don't I?
Not if I've got this.
I shall do. Oh, my turn.
I owe you one.
Thank you, Flame. Yeah, I guess I may as well be her for a minute.
Recent years are starting to catch up to me.
Why does Flame sound so weird?
Do not interfere.
She sounds like an entire baby. Okay, we're doing okay on Team Kill Geralt.
I shall do my part.
I guess I'll check in with Team Kill Eloise.
We shall attack together.
Gosh, there's a lot going on here.
I won't be the one to drag my new comrades down.
How did you end up? I hope we find out. I mean, yeah, he likes Geralt, but this feels like it's going a bit far, my dude.
Still in the fight. I can stand this no longer. I'm falling back.
Okay, so he's falling back rather than dying. Good to know.
goes.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll do what I can.
I'm just leaving Byleth to it, to be honest.
It's worth a shot.
I'll do my best. Let's move.
Okay, we probably don't need everyone over
Begin the
here, so
operation.
Ingrid,
All troops,
you're gonna move out. I'll go back to being Flame for a minute, I guess.
Lament your weakness. Do not interfere.
I guess we'll attack here.
Begin the. Our orders are clear.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Let us take this stronghold.
Cannot fail. Now's our chance. Attack.
Geralt, would you mind heading off? Flame doesn't even sound like her regular voice actor. It's really bizarre. Wait.
This job's not worth dying over. Fall back.
Good call.
Fine then. We retreat.
Whew. I don't care. I didn't want to defeat Byleth.
Fled. On to the next. Send in the auxiliary units.
Ah. Right.
Glad those mercs are gone, but this fog is still as thick as ever.
Yep, noticed.
It's likely that sorcery is to blame for the predicament we find ourselves in.
Right. Okay, there's quite a few of them.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
We will proceed as planned.
Dimitri, you get to run across half of the map. Congrats.
I must succeed.
Not a problem.
Shell, you're heading down
I've
there.
got this.
Begin the operation.
Ingrid. Actually, are there any more for you to take? I think we've got pretty much everyone involved. You can go help our shout with that.
Then we'll just have to cut those mages down. If they're the ones invoking this fog, defeating them should dispel it.
So are we just checking everyone out? I guess so.
Begin the operation. All troops.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous.
Where art thou, General?
All troops, march! Begin the Let us take this stronghold.
Thank you.
They found us.
Okay, so it's this
Here
one.
goes. Yeah, I got it.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
I would like an end to this fog, please.
I will give it my all. Please support them.
Everyone got stuff to do? Looks like it.
I've got this. My turn.
Your trickery ends here.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, that's Rodrigue. Okay, yes, I agree. See how much attention I'm able to pay. This music is good fun, though. Extremely chaotic, but good fun. I know I have a job to do, but I want to break things. Well done, Ash.
I'll do my best. Let's move. Shall we? I must. I'll do. Let's take it for ourselves.
Okay, hopefully this will do it. Yeah! No more fog, please?
No. The rest falls to you, Lord Lonato.
Ooh. Thank goodness.
The fog is lifting! We did it!
Bring it down quickly.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive.
I will give it my all.
Okay, I assume we're about to get another main mission thing going, but until then...
Please support them.
Who do I want to be? I guess I'll be Ash again for a minute. I like you,
I'm a
Ash.
little nervous about this. Leave this to me.
The time for subterfuge has passed. We shall meet now in honest combat.
Where are you going to turn up? Okay. Sorry, Ash.
And victory will be ours, Lonato. Come, everyone.
Ingrid, you don't seem to have a lot to do. Oh, we can't get to you yet. Weird. Does that mean that there's a gatekeeper we can kill over there?
Begin the operation.
You're gonna head over that way to be on the safe side.
Now's our chance. Attack!
I guess we'll attack here.
Oh. Okay. I did actually meet Dorothea in a side
He's done
quest,
so much
but
to ingratiate himself with the Empire. We can't exactly leave our new friend to die, can we?
great. Can I start convincing Dorothea, please?
Not now.
That would be great.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'll do my best.
Okay, Ash isn't great over here. Oops.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
We will proceed as planned.
Don't mind me just sending hacking everyone over
best
there.
Of our ability.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Yeah, you maybe should be at this point.
One step away.
Can I start convincing her yet?
If we can just try to reason with Dorothea, then, we might be able to settle things peacefully.
I would like that.
The might of Adrestia is on our side. Yes, with our combined forces.
What now? Where is this messenger? Oh, you. Hey, Setith! Setith, I have a job for you. Anyone else nearby? Or have I sent everyone over there already? I mean, Shell's not nearby, but you're going there.
I've got this.
And Felix. Just
I'll
anyone
do what I
who's
can.
still on this half of the map,
worth
go
a
get the
shot.
messenger.
Messengers! I need to stop them before they call for backup.
Yep, working on it. Hey there, Doc.
You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
Woohoo!
Is this the end? No, I can keep fighting.
Okay, there's probably enough people fighting that messenger that I can stay around here.
Please, I don't want to see you die for nothing.
I can't say I want that either. All right, you win.
Wait.
If His Majesty means to shelter those vile church rats, then I shall rebuke him to my final breath. Fling open the gates.
I'm waiting. Hey. I love that we're learning all of their middle names now.
Too many bridges to turn back now.
Yeah, just a tad.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform.
Here goes. Let's get a move on. Here goes. Yeah, I got it.
I will give it my all. I shall do my part.
Oh, I'm sorry about this, my beloved son.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Yeah, I would be too. Where is the messenger? Did we kill him already?
Lonato, it's time to settle this.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Not a moment too soon.
Let's take it for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna like this, Ash. I'm very sorry.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Shall we?
I'll do what I can.
I guess we'll see what strongholds we can get done while
worth a shot.
this is going on.
Shall we?
Step aside, Ash. I have a duty I must uphold.
As do I. The duty of a knight to his kingdom. I'd never betray that.
You must reconsider, Your Majesty. The Central Church's blessing is not but a poisoned chalice.
Forgive me, Lonato, but I must grasp it all the same. This is the brightest future I can give my people.
Well, that's the only other stronghold we have left to subdue, so...
I've got
sure.
Now's our chance. Attack!
This stronghold will fall!
Confound it! I will see Kristoff avenged, even at the cost of my own life.
Okay. We've done well on strongholds, at least.
I'll do what I can.
Now go and fight
It's
some
worth a
random
shot.
people, I suppose.
Not a problem. I've got it.
I think enough of us are probably over here with Lonato.
You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
Don't say it didn't warn
Shall we?
There we go.
Forgive your fool of a father, Kristoff, for he is soon to join you.
I'm sorry, Ash.
The battle is over. A fine effort, everyone. Especially considering the conditions.
I feel so bad for my son.
Guess we did our job at least.
Well, well, doesn't someone sound disappointed? And what's with that look?
I don't know. We completed our mission and all, but it still feels like we lost somehow. Sure, we stopped Lonato, and we put Geralt and his mercenaries to rout, but not before they dragged us through one of the toughest fights we've experienced. And most of all, I failed to take down the Ashen Demon.
Nah.
If that's not a loss, I don't know what is.
Wrong. You were hired to do a job, and you did it. And in the process, you've received a valuable reminder about the unique danger the Ashen Demon poses.
Yeah.
You're right. I can't believe one fighter could turn the tide of an entire battle like that.
Precisely. They're surely going to continue standing in our way, so do try to dig a little deeper the next time you square off.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks for the chat.
By the by, have you seen our valiant leader? I wonder where he's scampered off to.
No Felix or the others in sight either. Maybe they're having a meeting or something.
Sounds like you should try to track them down then. Though, on second thought, it may not be any of your business.
Let's go look for them.
I probably shouldn't be sticking my nose into their private matters. But I am pretty curious. Let's go.
Oh dear. Not my best job there. There was a lot going on though, to be fair, so I'm happy enough with that. Flayn is way better in this than in Houses, by the way. She's suddenly extremely helpful.
Closer to my...
I'll hesitate.
Lots of levels, okay.
You did well, Miklon. I will remember the deeds you've performed here today.
You know as well as I that I only did it for the money. Your money.
That's the man from before.
I don't mean to question you, but why exactly are you eavesdropping on them?
Yeah, can't you just go say hi?
It looks like they're having an argument. Butting in now would just make things worse.
What are you playing at, Boar? This washed-up bandit doesn't deserve to look at our army, let alone be a commander in it.
It's a decision I made in collaboration with the Margrave. 2 years ago, after I ascended the throne, I ordered Gustav to capture him, made him swear his allegiance to the royal family, and gave him a unit of soldiers to command.
Spare me the details of how you did it. What I want to know is why.
My army was lacking leaders. We needed capable fighters to fill in the gaps. As for Miklon here, the Margrave himself has instructed him in all manner of military tactics. I've seen his prowess with my own 2 eyes. In the centuries since the time of King Lugh, crests and relics have kept Fargus safe. We've come to depend on that power to protect us from outside attacks, and grown all too complacent in its wake. Naturally, we will take full advantage of our heroes' relics in the battles ahead with Adrestia. But we cannot protect our home with relics alone. If all who could wield them fell, so too would we. The blood of the heroes is thinner now than ever before. We need men like him among our ranks.
I don't doubt the truth of your words, but that's not the issue here. Do you really think it appropriate to trust a man barely removed from his life as a brigand with the responsibility of command?
Yeah, that is what I'm more concerned about.
Everyone's heard the stories of the elder Gautier brother. How he resorted to banditry and plunder. Do you not think our soldiers would object to being led by a man with such history?
Command, huh? It's got a nice ring to it. But you should know, I'm just a prisoner. My attendants, my aides, my best men, all stooges for the royal family. Breathing down my neck every waking moment. All the sleeping moments, too.
No wise remarks, Sylvain? You're standing there mute, as if this has nothing to do with you.
I was wondering if he was going to say something.
I was one of the first His Majesty consulted with. There's nothing I could say that I haven't already. I'm sure you can't stand the sight of me, Miquelon. But let's see if we can't get along, okay?
Huh. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, I'll await your next orders, Your Majesty, sir.
Let me guess. Any means necessary?
I won't defend it. Though I do see use in such a man. What he did in his time as a bandit was monstrous, I admit that. And I deserve no small amount of judgment for giving him command in spite of it. But I can't help but wonder. Perhaps his life could have been dramatically different had he only possessed a crest.
Ain't that the thing?
Same as the uncle I murdered.
I understand your reasoning, Your Majesty. Yet he's hurt so many people.
What's done is done. Stolen goods may be returned, but stolen lives cannot. If the man is unwilling to atone for his wrongdoings, then he will pay for it with his head. If he does wish to repent, however, then what better way to do so than by risking his life on behalf of our people?
I mean, I wouldn't say he wants to repent based on that conversation, but sure.
If any among us still can't forgive him, by all means, take up your arms and enact vengeance.
I get what you're trying to do, but you still should have talked to us first. This isn't about who shoulders what blame. It's a matter of letting us know what you're thinking.
You're right, Felix. My apologies.
Look at those two getting along.
Now then, we march on Aryan Road as planned, with House Rowe's military might crippled. Seizing the fortress should be a somewhat simpler matter.
The Silver Maiden. Can we really take it?
You saw how many troops they've already lost. Just plain math will tell you there can't be that many of them left back at the fortress. At least I sure hope not.
And I am sure Houses Karen and Geraint would be willing to lend us a few squadrons in return for the aid we provided them.
Agreed. And their militaries are both formidable indeed. I'll have to factor their support into our strategies moving forward. And what of you, Ash? Will you be joining the fight at Aryan Road?
Yes, I will. Though I do appreciate the concern, Your Majesty.
As long as you're sure you can handle it. Do not hesitate to retreat if it becomes too much for you. House Rowe's forces aside, we now have the added threat of Geralt and his mercenary band to contend with. The very same mercenary band you had been looking for, is it not?
Yeah. One of them in particular, a warrior known as the Ashen Demon, felled my entire company back before I met you. Not sure I'm looking for revenge exactly, but I do want to surpass them, no matter what it takes.
So now you're not looking for revenge. Again, say it with me, what is Shell's character arc?
I see. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Is it? That's like the entirety of Shell's personality at the start. What?
Sorry, I wasn't really trying to hide it or anything. Just never came up, I guess.
They make no sense.
I believe I understand. Overcoming Geralt and his mercenaries is what drives you in life.
Yeah, you could say that. It's the closest thing to a goal I have, for sure.
Why, though?
In any case, those people cannot be taken lightly. I'd like to avoid crossing blades with them as much as we can, though we'll likely encounter them sooner rather than later. Imperial forces are still encamped in the former Arendelle territory, after all.
Right. We'd better be ready for anything.
Okay then, well I'm gonna leave it here. It's been a lot. I can't believe I've been playing this for 9 hours, it's kind of amazing. But yeah, I do kind of love playing this game. It's utter nonsense, it's nowhere near as good as Houses was in terms of plot or characters, but it's fun. It's really good fun. So I'll be back with it soon, hopefully, and until then, thank you for watching, and goodbye.